everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. And I have to be honest and tell y'all, I am making this video the latest I've ever made it for this particular hob. It is Saturday night at 8:58 p.m. And I am never up this late, and I never scrapbooked this late. So let's bear with me while I do this. Let me show you the inspiration here. It is actually from scrapbook.com's gallery. And it shows it's SJ Luvscrappin. So I guess if you go on scrapbook.com, this individual has a gallery there. So very nice layout. We have a couple torn pieces of pattern paper on, looks like a white piece of cardstock. There's a little mixed media behind the black and white photo. And then there's some little elements, little journaling over here, tag, this long string, which is kind of cool. And some handwritten journaling. Y'all, my cat is so upset. I have been gone all day, and she is letting me know that I have left her alone, and she is lonely. And she's lonely because my family is on a trip right now. And this picture is from when they were at the airport. And I did turn it black and white. I was really proud of myself for A, remembering to do it, and B, figuring out how to do it. So I'm going to use the black and white. Now, the inspiration, it's a horizontal, but I'm going to go this direction. I've contemplated turning the torn paper, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I can make this work. This is a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. I believe it's August because I just got it. But it was kind of apropos because I've got this little journey type stuff. It's like touristy / travel, blah, blah, blah. So I think I can use, these as titles. There's these little embellishments here and these adorable puffy stickers. Y'all, look at that little Route 66. How cute is that? That is so freaking cute. What I'm kind of thinking is using this, the Scrap Room sends these nice cardstocks with the little selection here. And I've got this page here, which I think is kind of cute. It's little geotags. And I'm thinking I can use it and then maybe the flowers. I'm not really certain about this. I have to think about this. But I'm thinking I'm going to use a single sheet of paper with this because there is these ones here. Ooh, wait a minute though, y'all. Because she had a stripe on hers. Ooh, we may have to change our mind. We may have to change our mind. Yep. I think we're going to change our mind. I think I might use this and this. Oh, y'all, that's too cute. All right, that's what we're doing. I have changed my mind already. I barely started. Now, the mixed media that she's got behind, I'm going to use this little gold, or this, not gold, I used gold on it. Some stars, and I have this old Bermuda Bay Stampin' Up! Pad. I believe this was, it was an in color, which means it was a limited edition at the time. I don't have any idea if they still have it or not. But I think it goes really well with the little teal color on this sheet here. So let me get to starting things and tearing things and cutting things and all the goodies, and I will get back on here shortly. Talk soon.
All right, gang. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my mixed media on my cream cardstock here. And I have my little stencil, and I've got my little ink, and I've got my magic brush. I call them magic brushes because when I bought these things at convention a few years back, they showed all kinds of cool things. It's those fancy little, I don't know what that's made out of, y'all. It's real soft hair, and you just kind of use it to put your ink down, and it kind of doesn't really hold color too much, which is good. So I'm going to take my stencil. I do just kind of move it around. I don't try to match up the stars or anything like that because the stencil is kind of random stars. So it's okay if they're not perfect. And besides that, my picture's going to cover about half of it, if not more. So I'm just trying to make it go around a little circle where, around the picture is going to be. And I like how this turns out, actually. And it's kind of nice because I got stars here, and then there's some little stars in the puffy stickers that I'm going to end up using. So I like how this turns out. And so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put that away, is I'm going to take my papers here, and I'm going to trim it off, go off camera because my cutter's off to the side over there. But I'm going to just trim that down, and I believe I do that to 5.5. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I'm going to tear my paper here. I do have to kind of fix, I hate to say fix. I tear into my, the white when I pull it back is kind of deep looking or whatever, so I will come back in here and kind of straighten that up just a little bit. But I don't hate it, actually. I mean, I could have probably left it alone, but I just kind of made my white be just a little bit more narrow than what I started with. And that takes me 1 second here. And then I'm going to take the little geotag paper and do basically the same thing. I'm going to trim it down. Well, do I tear it first? I don't even remember, y'all. And I just did this darn thing. That is so crazy. Anyway, I'm going to trim it down, I think, just a little bit first. And then I'm going to, I turned it because there is a flower on the back side. I don't know if I showed y'all that. It's a kind of a cream with a black polka dot. And then there is a flower on one side. And I might end up using that. So I made sure I didn't cut the side or, you know, tear the side off that has the flower. I want to have that for another layout. Y'all, I told you this is so late at night, and I am so sorry. I just do not mean to yawn, and that is so rude. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to glue my paper down here. I'm telling y'all, I didn't have to get up at 4 today because it's Saturday, but, you know, during the week I get up at 4, and I ended up being an old lady, and I fall asleep too soon. And this is just my body clock saying it's bedtime. All right, so I'm just going to put my little yellow geotag. Now, what I was a little disappointed is the way I tore it. I ended up losing my teal geotags, which was kind of the point of the teal ink. But I still think it looks pretty. It's fine. There's some teal in my little embellishment sections and stuff like that. Now, the photograph, I did leave the selfie. You can have a little border put on it, the little white border, which I left alone. And then I'm going to use this little, is it constellation paper, I guess? That's going to be my background. I could have used a little matte paper because that is pretty, but I decided, or I could have double matted it, but I didn't. I just went ahead and used the dark because I had the little white around the photo. Right now, I have actually bumped the light on my little cutting mat thing there, so I hope that's not messing y'all up too much that that's backlit. I think I talked about in another video that I didn't know if I'd leave it on or off, and I don't know. I do like it, and it does help with some things, but I feel like my downlight is more useful to me. I do use the light on the cutter all the time, but this right here, I'm not tracing over things, so I'm not sure it's helpful too much. But I do like the cutting mat, and I do like the fact, if I'm honest, I use that little, that cutting thing there to help me know when I'm on camera, because I know that green thing fits on camera, and that's been helpful. That's been very helpful, because I don't feel like I get off camera ever anymore. Now, here's what I'm trying to figure out about the tag. So there is a tag behind the photograph. It's kind of a larger tag, and I decided I'm going to use these little, I don't know what you call them things. I guess they're little icons, little travel icons or something. Now, that being said, it is a little bit busy. I end up, you can't tell yet, but you will, but I end up not using the journaling that goes to the right side of the photo because I've kind of got all these little icons here with all this little bit of words, and I just kind of let them be that kind of journaling. Now, here's where I got my little We Are Memory Keepers all in one deal, and I'm going to make a tag out of this thing. It's quite large. I poked the hole in the middle, and then we'll kind of trim these little corners off. And I've got that done. I didn't make y'all sit and watch me do it. I did let you kind of see the beginning because I think it is an interesting little tool, and it's helpful to make tags and whatnot. But now I've got that done, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking at some video or something. Anyways, I'm going to scuff the edges of this, and then I will come in, and what will I do next, y'all? I know I glued this down, and I will end up putting my picture up on foam, so you'll see that in just a minute. I decided I like the picture up on foam because it was kind of... it's got some things kind of tucked in and around it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of fiddle-farting around with this thing, trying to figure out exactly where I want it because I'm going to glue this tag down. I will end up pulling out my square ruler, my T ruler, whatever, because, well, isn't that crazy, y'all? I sit that down there and then I pick it up anyway. I'm so goofy. But I'll set that down there and think, yeah, I don't know how straight that is, and I have to kind of fix this up a little bit, make sure it's actually straight. And it wasn't really straight, so I had to fix it. So I got that squared away, and then I'm going to put my little picture. I'm going to put this on foam, and this is where I'm looking for the foam, and I'll just kind of go ahead and trim that down and put that on the back of that picture. And again, some of that's because I did want it to kind of stand up. I want it to, you know, be the star of the show, as it were, but also because I do tuck in some little embellishments in a second. Now, the neat thing again about these little flavors of the month is you don't get so many embellishments. I will get sometimes so many embellishments. I can't decide which I like better. Because some days I love having almost too much ephemera. Like again, HipKit will send so much, I get to choose so much from it. But then sometimes I like having just a little baby bit, so I don't have as much time. This layout didn't take me much time, and I'm convinced it's because I do stick with one of these flavors of the month. So I don't spend, you know, minutes and minutes just agonizing over what to put on the page because I don't have much to work with really, right? So I got the little world up in the upper left-hand corner. I got me a little flower. I got the word journey. There's a little bitty thing there that on the left side, there's actually, she used like a tag, and I'm just going to use that little, it's something about flying or something. And then the tourist I'm going to use down here in the lower right corner. I put a little, suitcase looking deal. It's like a little decorative suitcase or like a decorative travel bag. That's going to go down there. And then I do use that passport up there. I'm not going to swear to you, I usually use so many words on a layout, but I think this worked out pretty well. Now this is where I've already got the little ephemera things kind of, I think I've got them glued down. I'm pretty sure I've got them glued down. And I'm going to take this string here like she did. I'm going to actually make almost an identical little shape because I really like that. I guess if I had to pick something out of the whole layout, for some reason, that little old string just caught my attention and I really enjoyed it. So I've created my little curls and all that. I'm going to use my Nuva glue and just kind of glue it down. And I'm going to leave it, like I said, I did almost exactly what she did it. My layout doesn't follow hers exactly, but it's, I think, pretty close. And I think it gives it a nice little homage to that layout. So I'm going to glue these down, and then I think I'll pull out the puffy stickers next because I do have all my little ephemera pieces glued down now. That doesn't take very long to dry because the Nuvo glue, I didn't put a lot of it. It's a little bit thin, but it holds that string just fine. Oh, look at that, y'all. I didn't glue that down yet because I was kind of brushing stuff off, and I managed to throw that right up underneath there. So here's where I go, you better glue that down, Christine, before you lose it. I actually glue it at an angle in the beginning, and then I start looking at her layout, and I go, you know what? She's got that kind of straight up down, so I'm gonna fix that. You kind of saw where everything was, though, and now I'm kind of at the end. I've glued all the other pieces down. I've got the puffy stickers out now. That's a lie. That's actually a little chipboard foam sticker thing. Not chipboard, but a foam sticker, that little geotag. But now I've got the puffy stickers. And I'm just going to put these little flags in a couple of places. I'm going to take my little stars that are on there and put those out. And I thought there was one little thing. Oh, it's a ticket. That's so cute, too, that little old ticket. And he's going to go down there. And I'm just kind of looking to see, like, can I put anything else? And, yep, I can put these little stars right there. I have a couple little pieces left, so I can still do another layout. It says hotel there. I need to make sure my daughter sends me a picture of their hotel. They're staying in one right now. It's not technically a hotel. It's like a little cabin. And she showed me that on FaceTime, and it was really cute. I decided that string wasn't glued down real good right there, so I had to fix that. So pull my Nuvo glue back out. Now, again, this is where I said I did not put the little journaling stripes on the right-hand side of the photo because those little tickety-looking things were right there. But this is where I decide I'm going to end up hand journaling on here just like she did, although it's in a slightly different spot. And I do use my white gel pen. This is a Signo gel pen, I believe. It's one of my favorites. I do love this white. I'm a little sad because I'm kind of journaling uphill here. I thought I was straight, and I look at this layout a little bit later. I'm like, Christine, you are just going right on uphill. But it's okay. It's handmade, and it's handwritten, so I'm going to just be okay with that. And that is all I'm going to do the layout. I needed to get it done. I think it's adorable. It was actually an easy layout to be inspired by. I think this is so cute. I'm pleased with it. I hope you guys like it. Please make sure you check out the other ladies playing below. I think we got 4 others playing now. We got a new team member too, I think. Take a look. I think her name's Isabel. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the list, and my apologies if I miss her name wrong. I'm so sorry, but I'm excited to see her on the team. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.